Hey everyone, Fierce Toast here, welcome back to another Hytale video. In this video, we will be taking a look at the possibility of Hytale coming out on mobile devices like iPhones, iPads, stuff like that. Then we'll be doing a Q&A to celebrate hitting 200 subscribers. Thank you so much for helping me hit this milestone, it really means the world to me, so thank you so much for the support. Also, I have a Discord now, which you can join if you'd like. Anyway, let's just get into the video. A large proportion of people who play video games play on mobile as opposed to PC or console, almost twice as many as those who play on PC. And if Hytale got popular enough, they, as in the team, would undoubtedly want to expand their horizons to include mobile, as by avoiding it, a massive portion of their audience would be left out. Or would they? Yes, insert Vsauce music here because I'm going to be taking a look at some actual facts and statistics. The Hytale devs have said that Hytale will be able to run on any PC, even just a laptop. According to Statista, 50% of the world's population have access to a computer, whether it be a laptop or a PC, and roughly the same number have access to a phone. Considering about 4 billion people worldwide have access to the internet, which is mainly accessed through either a phone or a computer, there can only be a maximum number of about 200 million people who either have a phone or a computer, and not the other. This is a really big number, but when you think about it, there's a lot more people who have both. Now, from a statistical perspective, this makes perfect sense. It would be a complete waste of resources on Hypixel's part to make a mobile version, because most people would have a computer already and could just play it on that. However, if you take a look at it from a logical perspective, this is found to be less of a rock-solid theory. Minecraft Pocket Edition is the most popular version of Minecraft. This is just a fact that most people know at this point. I couldn't find any actual sales data on Minecraft PE as a whole, but I know for a fact that it's the most popular version of Minecraft, hands down, despite the fact that Minecraft Java is, in most cases, the better version, and runs somewhat smoothly on any PC, which I have determined almost everyone has. So, for some reason, people prefer playing video games on their phones as opposed to their computers. Perhaps it's just the fact that phones are portable, or maybe because Minecraft Pocket Edition is cheaper, who knows? But what I've determined is that Hytale needs to have a mobile version at some point, or it's missing out on a massive percentage of their potential audience. So simply not making a mobile version is not an option at this point, if they want to make the game as successful as possible. But how would a mobile version even work? Hytale is an incredibly complex game, and a mobile platform is quite restrictive due to many factors, including its touchscreen nature, small storage space, and the fact that phones and tablets in general are just not very powerful. The devs would have to combat all of these problems if they wanted to push Hytale out onto mobile platforms. Also, if you've made it this far into the video, you're probably enjoying it, as only a very small percentage of people that watch my videos actually make it this far in. If my assumption is correct, then please do consider leaving a like to show your support, as well as subscribing to see more content just like this weekly. Now back to the video. So let's start with performance. Hytale promises to perform surprisingly well on low-end PCs and laptops. This is good news, as in terms of power and how well they run, phones are not amazing. But considering just how well Hytale supposedly runs on low-end PCs, it should be able to run somewhat well on phones and iPads. However, I think that to do so, they may need to make some changes, considering that on low-end PCs, Hytale would only be running at 30 FPS, so on phones and iPads that would probably drop to like 15, which would not be ideal. A couple things that could be done to make the game actually run somewhat well on phones and tablets include turning off the fancy shadows and lighting engine that were showcased at the end of 2019. Oh damn, that was a really long time ago now that you think about it. Or if the team wanted to have their players be able to access the fancy lighting, perhaps they could cut some major and minor features out of the game to make it work more smoothly on mobile devices. This could lead to a version split, as people playing on the mobile version would not be able to cross-play with the other devices if the team went down this route. This is because the two versions would have different features, so if someone on the PC version used a specific feature that the mobile version doesn't have, I don't know what would happen, but I assume it wouldn't be too great. This could lead to a version split, similar to what happened to Minecraft, and we could see something like the Bedrock and Java edition form for Hytale. Then, there's the problem of storage space. Considering just how massive of a game Hytale will be, even this trimmed down mobile version will require lots of space to hold all its contents. I believe that if you did download Hytale on your phone or tablet, it would take up most of the storage space. I don't know the specifics, but I think it will be an incredibly large file considering just how many features are in the game, which mobile devices aren't known for handling very well. Also, Hytale's an incredibly complex UI that might be quite hard to integrate onto mobile devices because they're touchscreen. You don't have a bunch of keys that you can press to activate them. You have to manually tap on all of them. It would just be quite confusing and hard to do. So creating a mobile version of Hytale will be a challenge. There are many problems that the developers would face, but solving them would come with great rewards, and millions more people could play their amazing game because of it. With that all out of the way, let's get on to the part that you've all been waiting for, the question and answers segment. Okay, the first question comes in from MemeThew Mossehorn Lover, or just MemeThew. MemeThew's a cool guy, just follow him on Twitter, okay. He asks, why are you so hot? This is an interesting question because not even I know the answer. One moment I was just being born, and then the next moment I was an absolute Chad. I don't know how it happened, it just all went by so quickly. The next couple of questions actually come from the same person, Happy Lima, who's been following my channel since, 11 subscribers I think it was? His first question is, what's your story about how you found Hytale? Well, I originally found it because I was just watching Minecraft YouTube. For some reason, I felt the urge to look up, what's Minecraft gonna be like in like 10 years time, and I watched that video, and then I watched another video in that nature, and eventually, in my recommended, it came up with a video that said, is this Minecraft 2? Hytale trailer reaction. I was like, Minecraft 2, huh? And so then I watched the video, and that's how I discovered Hytale. I then started watching an absolute ton more Hytale videos, like, most of them were from 30virus, like, most of my original Hytale videos that I watched were all from 30virus, like 90% of them. Like, yeah, so that's how I found Hytale. He also asks, who has been your biggest inspiration for YouTube? I'd say I'd probably have to have like 3. The first one is Grian. I never actually really watched like Minecraft or gaming YouTube in general until like near the end of 2019. The same time I found Hytale, coincidentally. I started watching Grian's Hermitcraft Season 6 thing, and that was the biggest inspiration for me, I'd say. That was the thing. If I hadn't watched that, I probably still would have started a channel, but he was the main person that made me go like, yes, I want to start a channel. I actually started 3 separate channels. My first one I posted 1 video on and then left because it was absolute garbage. My second channel I started uploading on, it was called Fierce Toast 60, but now I've changed the name to something like completely unrecognizable, so no one's gonna find it because it was so cringe. My first video on it didn't have any editing. My second video had crappy editing and a massive watermark because I used the free version. And then my third video is actually up on my channel today, but then I just decided, okay, these videos are just absolute trash. I'm gonna go onto a new channel and start fresh, and that's how I started this channel. The main reason I made Hytale content was because of Quebec Corner, 30virus, just all those guys, but I'd mainly say Quebec Corner, because around the time that I started making Hytale content, Quebec Corner was really, just popping off. I got really inspired by his videos, and I just really wanted to make content like him. The third question, I'm pretty excited about answering this one. What's it like living in Australia? As we all know, Australia is a third world country. It's just a massive desert. I'll put up a picture of my actual house. If you see that little that shrub in the corner, yeah, that's where I have my my computer behind. Like sand gets in the charger and that like a lot, so it kind of sucks, but is what it is. Okay, on a more serious note, yeah, Australia's pretty good. Culturally, I'd say we're pretty similar to like all the other countries in the Commonwealth, like Canada, Britain, New Zealand, just those countries. I'd say we're all culturally pretty similar because all of us are part of the Commonwealth and we all have the same general government structure. yeah, we have lots more. We have lots of more interesting animals than other places, I'd say. Like we have kangaroos that you can. I walk out in the morning and just see kangaroos just hopping around. I don't live in the city, so you know, that's probably why. If you're in one of the big cities, then you're probably not gonna see many kangaroos hopping around. We actually eat kangaroos. If you didn't know that, they're actually a very nice red meat. But that you might be like, oh, that's so mean. Kangaroos they're animals you see in zoos. No, they're literally everywhere. Just not eating them would mean that our entire nation would just be ravaged by kangaroos. Crops would never grow because there'd just be too many of them. Anyway, the third and final question from Happy Lima is, what would you like to achieve with your channel when Hytale comes out? Okay, so I'm not 100% sure, because like it would depend. I would definitely like to get, like, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand subscribers. That would be, you know, absolutely insane if I could get to like a couple thousand subs. Once Hytale comes out, my first impulse is going to be, okay, get on Hytale, then make a Let's Play. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to ask anyone else to make a series with me, or like to play on the same world as me, or not, if I'm just going to do it by myself. I don't know. Like, if you have an opinion on that, please tell me in the comments, because I have no idea what I should do for that. But yeah, so the first thing I'd do, hop on Hytale, start making a Let's Play. I'd probably do quite a few videos. As for like what I'd want to achieve, like a couple thousand subs could be nice. Like, I might not get it. Maybe I'll just stay at like 100. Maybe 10 years later, I'll look back on this video and say, oh, how wrong I was. But I think that if I time it right, if I make videos at the right time, like just after Hytale's released, and I make a ton of because like if Hytale gets popular again just once the trailers come out, then it will probably what's the word? It will probably get lots of hype. So creators like myself, Pip, Frinzius, people like that who have like a backlog of videos will probably do incredibly well. So I'm going to keep making videos like this, obviously, because it'll give me a backlog. So then that once the hype starts to build up for Hytale again, then I could gain some more subscribers from that, and hopefully that could kickstart my channel once Hytale does release. I'm not sure. Like, I'd hope that I get popular and gain billions of views, but it's probably not going to happen. So I'm going to try and be slightly realistic with this. Anyway, that's all the questions from Happy Lima. Now we move on to the final question from EFS3. He says, well, I have one question. Do you live in a toaster, or are you more of a toaster oven guy? This is an interesting question, because like there's just such an obvious answer. Any self-respecting piece of toast lives in a toaster. Like, it's just obvious. If you're a piece of toast and you live in a toaster oven, no hate to disguised toast, by the way, but if you do this disguised toast, that's pretty sad. Toaster ovens kinda suck, not gonna lie. With that said, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. Maybe even follow my Twitter if you're feeling really generous. With that said, I've been Fierce Toast. Again, thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. Have a great day.